Carnivals are supposed to be safe. Bright lights, music, laughter, clowns making children smile. But sometimes, behind the laughter, something breaks. Something violent, something tragic, something that never leaves you. Tonight, you'll hear true stories from people whose lives were permanently changed at carnivals, acid attacks, broken bodies, fatal mistakes, mob violence, and one decision that still causes nightmares decades later. These are not ghost stories. These actually happened. It started like any small-town carnival. Cheap stalls, bad music, overpriced food, the kind of place you go for fun, not danger. In 2014, a woman attended with her new boyfriend, now her husband. They were laughing, eating cheese, filming a terrible marching band. Completely normal day. Until the clowns arrived. At first, just performers tumbling through the parade. Then one of them broke formation. He wasn't performing, he was walking straight toward her. Fast, aggressive, focused. When he got close, she recognized him, her ex-boyfriend. Dressed as a sweating, unstable, half-painted clown, he accused her of moving on too quickly. They had broken up 2 years earlier. She laughed. That was the moment everything changed. He pulled out a jar, filled with cloudy liquid. The smell hit first. Sharp, burning, chemical, acid. He raised the jar and threw it at her face, but someone jumped between them. Another clone, a performer named Len. The liquid struck his face instead. People screamed. Skin burned. Fabric melted. Chaos exploded around them, but something strange happened. Len's thick, homemade clown makeup partially neutralized the chemical. It saved his face. It saved her life. Meanwhile, her boyfriend tackled the attacker and beat him nearly unconscious in front of dozens of witnesses. Police arrived. Charges were reduced. The attacker went to prison. Len survived with minor scarring and became a lifelong friend. But the memory still burns. Because now, whenever she sees a clown, she remembers how close she came to losing her face. But not every carnival horror comes from violence. Sometimes, fear itself causes the damage. This happened in the 1980s. A little girl watched a horror movie about creatures attacking people at a carnival dunk tank. Her child's mind believed it was real. So when her father, a local deputy, volunteered to sit above a dunk tank at the fair, she was terrified. She believed monsters lived inside that water. She tried to stop people from hitting the target. Coughed, sneezed, distracted them. Anything to keep her father safe. Then she discovered something shocking. 3 teenagers secretly slicing the tank, draining the water. She thought they were saving her dad from monsters. She stayed silent. Eventually, someone hit the target. The seat collapsed. Her father dropped. Not into water, but into an almost empty tank. He fell nearly 10 feet onto hard ground. Bones shattered instantly. Both legs broken. Screams. Sirens. Panic. He survived, but the injuries forced early retirement. 4 years. She carried the guilt, believing she helped cause it. On her wedding night, decades later, she confessed. Her father laughed. He already knew, understood. Because in his eyes, she was only trying to protect him from imaginary monsters. But sometimes, the danger is real. And sometimes, people choose it anyway. A group of thrill-seeking friends visited a notoriously unsafe coastal theme park. They overheard workers talking about a faulty safety bar on a roller coaster. Most people would walk away. Their friend, Tony, ran toward it. He wanted to ride without the bar locked, a lifelong dream. They watched from below as the ride climbed higher and higher. At the peak, he waved. smiling. Then the drop came. He wasn't holding on. His body launched from the cart. Witnesses screamed. He flew over trees. Out of sight, his friends ran to find him. What they found barely resembled a human body. The park shut down. Investigations followed, but the truth was simple. He knew the risk. He chose it. He died chasing adrenaline. And his friends still see that moment every time they close their eyes. But sometimes, people don't just suffer tragedy. Sometimes, they create Italiano. Teenagers arrived at a traveling carnival with bad intentions. They wanted to beat the rigged games, win prizes, prove dominance. When they failed, one of them stole a giant plush toy and ran. Carnival workers chased them, motorcycles roaring through the night, threats screamed into the wind. Adrenaline, chaos, violence. During the escape, the stolen prize flew from the truck, lost forever in the desert. The girl he tried to impress dumped him the next day. Years later, he understood something chilling. Carnival workers aren't just entertainers. They're a tight-knit family. They protect their own, and they never forget. Carnivals look harmless. But behind every flashing light are people. People with anger, fear, trauma, impulses, secrets. One decision, one mistake, one moment of madness. That's all it takes to turn laughter into horror. So the next time you hear carnival music drifting through the night, ask yourself something. Is it entertainment? Or is it a place where chaos is just waiting for its moment? Because for some people, the carnival never ends. If this story disturbed you, there are darker ones waiting. Subscribe for more real psychological horror. And if you dare, visit my channel for the full collection of true nightmare experiences. Sleep carefully tonight.